Hi guys, it's Liz here, and I am back with another daily dose of guidance. But first, I want to say Happy New Year. That's why I've got I don't know if you can see, it's a Happy New Year. Okay, I got a cute little filter on. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Okay, so we are celebrating, saying thank you and goodbye to 2020. Okay? Now, we will be getting into the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor for today's guidance. Okay, so we're going to just get right into shuffling here. See what divine wisdom wants to come through. The archangels and the angels and our spirit guides. What guidance they have for us for today. Okay, so just as I'm shuffling here and tapping into that divine wisdom, okay, so I also just want to kind of continue on with the message that we've been getting the last few days of finding the gift in 2020, okay? Because it was so difficult for so many of us, it was just a hard year, that it can be a little difficult to think of the gifts that it brought us, but it did bring us gifts, okay? It did help us to become more resilient, okay? Helped us to know that we can overcome obstacles and to get more creative. That's a big one too. We had to get really creative this year, okay? It really shook up a lot of, our norms and our comfort zones, okay? And so we're going to look at, as we say goodbye to 2020, with, I'm going to say, a tiny bit of go fuck yourself for 2020, because it was kind of a dick, okay? But even in that, oh, no, okay. But even in that, there were still lessons learned, okay? There were still gifts, okay? So as we say goodbye to 2020, we want to focus in on those gifts, okay? And bring those over. Bring the gifts part of it, the helpful energy of it into 2021, okay? Here we go. Ooh, okay. So we got, let's see, we can, yin and yang, okay? So this is balance, okay? This is balancing the masculine and feminine energies. Okay, yin is feminine energy and yang is masculine energy, okay? So we're coming into a balance here. Let me just tap into this energy. Okay, so there's for our guidance for today is to do some introspection, okay? And then to take action from that introspection, okay? Because yin and feminine energy is introspection, it's inward, it's looking at those, deep inner emotions, okay? And looking into those deep inner emotions, okay, and then taking action from that place, okay. I feel like I need to take another card here, so we're going to do another one. I do have the soul coaching cards on standby, but for now I really feel like we need to tap more into the energy oracle cards to get a little more clarity and to get more specific, okay, on this balancing of the feminine masculine energies, okay? Okay, we haven't had this one before. So we have hostilities, but we had it in reverse. Hostilities, but in reverse. Okay? So again, this feels very much, just before we really tune in here, okay, this very much feels like that shifting that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, that shifting of the hostile energies, and what I was just speaking about as we were shuffling, towards 2020. Okay, there was a lot of hostility. There was a lot of hostility in 2020. Okay, but when we're talking about, I got misty on the side here, so. But because we have hostilities in reverse, right, this is shifting of that energy. Okay, it's like putting down that sword. Okay, and putting down the need to, that survival. Okay, because that really, 2020 really brought that out, especially in the first half of 2020. It really kicked us into survival mode, okay, and really just looking out for number one, okay, because there was, especially at the very beginning, there was a lot of hoarding of toilet paper and, canned goods and all of that. Like, we really went into that. We went into fear very, very quickly, okay, and just, swords up, right? It's the apocalypse, right? Let's fight. Okay, but this is saying that we're shifting out of that energy now. We're able to put down that sword, okay, and to, shift the hostile energies and the hostile mindset, okay, and the hostilities that we may have been feeling towards 2020, okay. So we're shifting out of that energy today, or at least that's the guidance we're being given for today, that for this New Year's Eve, if you're I guess, if you're in the West? I don't know geography. I'm just, okay. So if it isn't January 1st for you yet, okay. Or even if it is, you know what? Even if it is, this message is for everybody. Okay, even if you're not watching this in real time, okay, we're being asked today to spend some time shifting any hostile energies, okay, maybe not even just towards 2020, okay. I say that now because it's New Year's Eve where I'm at, and in real time, but really, again, this message is for anyone, anytime that comes across it, okay. So we're shifting out of those hostile energies, or putting down that sword, and we're finding calm and confidence, okay? Because when we're confident, we're also calm, okay? Now I'm also feeling like, so I'm starting to really get the message in now with this yin and yang, okay? So yang is, again, that masculine energy, and if you can see here, it's that sun energy, okay? So that's very much, passion and taking action, and what else do I want to say? Okay, and that solar plexus energy. Okay, so survival and fearing for our safety, and that lower vibe, harmful energies, harmful aspects of fear is root chakra. Okay, and we're coming up into the sacral chakra, which is feminine energy. Okay, and this is about that it's childlike. Okay, it's childlike. Even though I mentioned about passion being connected with masculine energy, passion is also found in the sacral chakra. Okay, and this is also creativity and flow. Okay, very feminine, nurturing energy, okay? And then as we move up, we come into that solar plexus chakra, which is masculine energy, and it's connected to the sun, okay? It's connected to the Leo and Aries in the zodiac, okay? And that's very much about taking action, okay? But because it's balanced, okay, with that feminine energy, Okay, so now we're coming back into that balance of being in the flow state, being in calm, being in nature, or nurture rather. I mean, nature, maybe, okay, but we're also coming into nurture, okay? We're coming out of that fear, we're raising our vibration, okay? And we're coming into that state of calm and confidence of, you know what, if I can survive 2020, or if I can survive this situation, whatever it was for you, whatever this hostile situation was for you, if I can survive this, you know, I can survive anything kind of deal. That sort of energy of it just, you know, almost like what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, almost. That kind of, you know, energy. Okay, so and knowing that we have that confidence now, knowing we can overcome whatever obstacle is set in our path, okay? We don't need to necessarily come at it with that hostile energy, okay? We can maybe even look at that obstacle that is before us and say, what is the gift here, okay? I learned through this past experience. For some of us it was 2020, it may be something else for you, okay, when you're watching this. So you might come up to this obstacle and say, what could be the gift in this? What could I learn from this? Okay? And instead of necessarily trying to push it out of the way, or, you know, try to like get rid of it, just push it out of the way so you can keep going, maybe this is an obstacle that you actually need to go through for your benefit, okay? Because I've been saying that about 2020 as well, that the energies of 2020, as difficult as it was for our benefit, okay? Again, I'm not talking about any harmful type of experiences, okay? We're talking with the energy of 2020. Or, again, whatever energy that you're coming to this video with, okay? To look at it as, how was this for my benefit, okay? Again, we're not talking about, you know, if you went through something traumatic, okay? We're not talking about that. If you're coming to this video and you have trauma, then this is your message to seek out help, okay? To deal with that, okay? Because this could be very triggering to say, hey, how did this trauma, you know, how was that for your benefit? It could be, I look at my personal trauma later, you know, 2 decades later, as being for my benefit. But if you're fresh off of it, okay, like I've had 2 decades to work through my shit, okay? So I don't want to come to you and say, okay, so look at your trauma and see how was it for your benefit, okay? Let's not do that, okay? Back to the cards, okay? But that is what we're being guided to do today, okay? Again, whether you're watching this in real time and it's New Year's Eve, or you're watching this sometime in the future, okay? It's to look at the gifts of the obstacle that you just went through. Okay, what did you learn? What were the gifts that you got out of the obstacle you just went through? And how can you look at the next obstacle that you're going to go through as something that you're either easily able to overcome, okay, because sometimes we look at an obstacle and we get overwhelmed, okay, and maybe we'll peace out. We'll just be like, nope, not going that way, right? How can you look at that obstacle and say, I can easily overcome this. This is not overwhelming to me, okay, considering what I just went through. This is like, you know, small stones versus a big, you know, rock type of deal. Or choosing to go through the obstacle knowing that it'll be for your benefit on the other side, that you will learn from it, okay? There are gifts by going through the obstacle versus trying to avoid it, okay? So I'm just going to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. No, I feel like that's our message for today, okay? Okay. All right, beautiful soul. I will see you tomorrow with another daily dose of guidance. I hope you found this one helpful, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye.